here, and I have my last mini kit Monday layout for you for the month of June. I have had so much fun participating and being the guest designer and joining in on all of the fun. Thank you so much, ladies. I really appreciate it. Dolly, you did a fantastic job. I love all the sketches that you picked, and the mood board was just perfect. So I am going to do another sketch for my last layout. It's the one that I showed you. I just really like this one because it kind of almost harkens back to my roots, I guess you could say, with lots of kind of paper layers in behind, and it gave me the opportunity to put lots of cute little embellishments and stuff all over the place, and it kind of has that like little cluster up at the top, little cluster down at the bottom that I used to love to do. So this was definitely a really fun sketch to play along with, and you guys still have a little bit of time to play along too. So get those last few layouts in, go to the Facebook group, post them in June's Mini Kit Monday album, and maybe you will win a prize, which is a curated kit from Dolly herself. So definitely an amazing prize. Go and check that all out. The link is down below, as well as the links to all the ladies who participate every month, so that you can check out all of their amazing inspiration. So you can see here, I started off with a background paper from that pad of paper. This is the only one I used. I wasn't sure when I pulled it out and put this in my kit if I was actually going to go to it all that often, but I just thought it had a lot of nice kind of neutral colors and good background papers, so it was in there. And I didn't want to just go for plain white this time because I'm using the Lil Dude collection, and even though it does definitely have a lot of white tones to it, it also has a lot of kind of off-white tones to it. So you can see in the strips of paper that I'm using up at the top, one side is the circles, and it's a little bit distressed, and it has some words kind of written through it, a little bit of script in the background, and it's not a really clean, crisp white. So that's pretty typical, I think, of Simple Stories, that they do kind of mix the whites with the off-whites. So I thought having an off-white background would kind of help to make any of the true whites that are in the collection really kind of stand out and be extra bright and vibrant. And then I just basically went to all of the papers that I have left from that Little Dude collection and started building up my layers. I'm kind of at the point with this collection now where you maybe saw me a little bit kind of looking at both sides and trying to decide where I wanted to make cuts, and then I just had to remind myself, like, use it up, lady, get going, kill this kit. So that's what I went ahead and did. I didn't gut any of my papers or do any of those things that I might normally do. I just really want to get all of these papers used up, get this collection used up. So I kind of stuck pretty true to the layers the way that they are in the sketch. I measure or do anything like that, but just kind of the general feel that the sketch gave. So there was some papers that were a little bit wider, there was one that was a little bit taller, and a couple of matted or papers that you kind of use to mat your photo. And then it also had a strip on the top and a strip on the bottom, so I'm going to go ahead and put those down there too. And then really after that, I didn't really follow the sketch all that much. I started to at first kind of, look and see where they had their clusters. And then once I started getting into all of these stickers, I kind of just let the stickers guide me and decide what I was going to pull off and how much my embellishment clusters were going to have and stuff like that. So I'm pulling off a lot of things that are in the oranges and the reds and the blue and green. I decided to go with the dinosaurs because Sebastian actually has a dinosaur on his t-shirt. His shirt says Beast, and then there's kind of a dinosaur in behind. So I thought that would be a really fun way to get those dinosaurs used up. And that kind of led me to the colors I picked too, because there is a green dinosaur, a red dinosaur, and a blue dinosaur in that sticker sheet. So I just wanted to make sure that I had those three colors represented really prominently in all of my clusters. And now I think I'm on to the chipboard. Basically, I just go through all of those embellishments. I started with the little dude embellishments, and I do go and check some of the other ones, but I think I pretty much stay just to the little dude stuff. And I decided to put little man as my title, because he kind of looks like a little man now. These were front porch pictures that were taken during quarantine, and yeah, all of my kids, I had that moment that moms get sometimes when you look at a picture of your kids and go, whoa, when did you grow up? That kind of happened with all of their pictures with this particular photo shoot. So yeah, they turned out really great. I cried when I saw them. So you can see how I'm kind of just picking little bits and pieces here and just making sure that if I have some orange in one cluster, that I try to get orange in the other two clusters. But because I've added so many colors to this, and I have that rainbow paper matted underneath the photo and the dot paper, like there's tons of colors in here, so you really can't go wrong. Whatever you decide to pick, that is going to work, because the papers already have all of those colors represented. So my one little extra touch that isn't from the Little Dude collection is that piece of ephemera that actually comes from the Wild Child collection, and I just thought it was really cute. It has the red in it, and then it also kind of has that off-white creamy color to it. It's actually probably more of a craft, but I needed a place for this little cluster to kind of sit. I needed a shelf or something that grounded it, and I thought that little banner was perfect. So I popped that in there, plus it had the red, so that worked really good. I also switched the dinosaurs. I liked that the Tyrannosaurus Rex was closer to him and kind of in that main cluster, because it's the T-Rex that's on his t-shirt. And I also liked that the green was just a little bit lighter. I felt like when I had the blue dinosaur there, the Triceratops, there was already that really dark blue from the paper, and so I don't know, it just didn't quite feel balanced to me. Sorry about that. Fox had to show me that he got a victory royale in Fortnite. It's very exciting. But yes, and then so now I have that kind of bigger blue piece that says "You're so rad," and then the blue dinosaur. They're in opposite corners. So I just feel like that helps your eye to kind of go from one corner diagonally across to the other corner, and just kind of balances everything a bit better. So I got the stickers in there, and then I got the chipboard, and I just added some of the puffy stickers. And now these little, I don't know what they are, they're like little gems or whatever, but they're just the soft polished, they're almost like a translucent enamel dot. They're so pretty. I actually love these now that I've been using them. I love the way they look when they're stuck to the paper, and those come from close to my heart, from the later skater collection that I have as part of this kit. And so I just added, there are only blue and green ones, so I added a couple blue and a couple green, and then I added some of those enamel hearts from Illustrated Faith to kind of finish off my clusters. And now I'm kind of going back, because I felt like this layout was very kind of traditional, old school Jen. I decided to keep that up, and so I'm going to do an outline on all of my pattern papers and on the sides of my layout that don't have those two borders, to kind of finish everything off. And then the last thing, of course, is a splatter of some blue mist to just add to that distressed feel. The background paper already had a little bit of distressing to it, so I just wanted to add some of that blue. And there we go, my layout is done. Thank you so much, Dolly, and all of the Mini Kit Monday ladies, for letting me join in on the challenge this month. And thank you to you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Go and check out the challenge group with the links down below so that you can play along and maybe win a prize. I'll keep my fingers crossed for you. And until next time, happy scrapping. Stay safe. Bye.